Hey, welcome back to Fireside Bourbon. And let's make sure the mic's on. Yes, it is. And we got in a mail call here, I don't know, a week or two ago from our friend over on TikTok, Richard Dick Liquor. And he will be tagged down below. He will also be tagged for IG. That way, if you would like to follow him there. Richard likes to put out some comical content, risque adult content. And he likes to take our videos in the community and stitch them. He finds a couple words that we say, and he likes to use those. So if you enjoy some funny anecdotal content, and you want to follow Richard. But we were talking one day, I think on live or something, and I had mentioned I would love to try that Jack Daniel's Sinatra. I had never had it. It runs up to around $200 around here. I think right now I can get about 180 pre-tax. I know they say that it is a 1 liter, so that I guess that should make it a little bit better at that price range, but still a lawful high price range. It comes in at 90 proof. I think I read that they did have it coming in a while back at a 94 proof. I know that Jack Daniel's on number 7 used to come in 86 proof. They've got it proof down now since the early 2000s to 80 proof. So I'm assuming they probably did the same thing with Sinatra when they brought it down to 90, which is a little disappointing. But you know, hopefully it'll still have a great nose and a great palate. And we are going to put that in the glass. We're going to do a Bear Den Bourbon Guy, and we encourage you, Whiskey Fights Cancer, get a hold of Angry Mac. I will also have him tagged down below. And please help donate to the cause. Get an entry and on the raffle, and hopefully you'll even pick up a bottle and help Mr. and Mrs. Bear Den as they're going through this time of need. But cheers to a great day, as Mr. Bear Den would do. And this is also for Mrs. Bear Den. She is a Jack Daniel's Sinatra lover. This is coming out of course, Jack Daniel's, which is a Brown-Forman company now. And, of course, it is an American whiskey, but it is a Tennessee whiskey. Being a Tennessee whiskey tells us that it must be produced in Tennessee, which it is, and that it's made from at least 51% corn. It's distilled below 160 proof, just like your bourbon. It is put into barrels, new char oak American barrels. The barrel proof has got to be at the entry no greater than 125. It is also, after distillation and before barreling, goes through what is called the Lincoln County process, which is to be filtered through maple wood charcoal, okay, and then put in the barrel to mature. So again, it goes in the new char oak barrels. Everything is identical to a bourbon. I know a lot of people will argue, and there'll be a lot of argument back and forth. You're welcome to leave your comments. I would love to see what your opinions are and why your opinions are what they are over the filtering, because I know there are other bourbons out there that are recognized and respected as bourbons that have faced some type of a filter. So I don't know. Leave your comments. I'd be interested to see what you think. So the mash bill on this is an 80% corn, 8% rye, 12% malted barley. So again, we're meeting the bourbon requirements there of at least 51% corn, but also of Tennessee whiskey. So little information behind it. Of course, this pays a tribute to Mr. Frank Sinatra, and it comes out of what's called Sinatra barrels, which they are doing what I would call siping, which is to put deep grooves. If the barrel standing on end would be horizontal, deep grooves to add more openings for the juice to move in and out of the wood and to retrieve those flavors that we all enjoy so much. And then they also are doing or do that so that you get into those extra layers of the toasted layer, which if you understand the charring and the process there, you'll know that underneath that charring and after it has been charred, that there is a toasted reddish layer in that oak. And that's what you want to get that juice to build those flavors that we can end up with literally tens of thousands in a profile. Again, I think I already mentioned it's coming in about 180 or $180 in my area right now, up to 200. Don't know an age statement on there. It's debated, I guess, but I know that some people will compare that you can get a Coy Hill for 9 years, 10 years, go into the Jack Daniels 12 years, 14 years, and get a much better juice. I don't know if it's true or not. I know I am a Jack Daniels fan. Cut my teeth on Jack Daniels, going on 40 years ago this year, and so we will see what we get. Let's check this nose out. Man, that is a typical Jack Daniels nose right there. That is banana nuts all the way. They remind me almost of a mix of a cashew and a peanut. But just it's that banana bread. Oh, that's just a beautiful nose. Again, it's 90 proof, very viscous. I mean, just oily all over the glass. You got such fruity aromas coming off. You get some citrus. You're getting some toffee right there. Of course, your vanilla, your caramel, your honey notes are showing up. And you definitely get some of the toast coming out. Just a little hint of maybe like a marshmallow to me, which I tend to get off of a lot of toasted. It's not great like it's a toasted barrel level, but it's definitely, you get a little bit of that toast note coming out. Get on the palate. That drink's a little warmer than 90 proof. That drink's a little warmer. To me, that drink's about 100 proof right there. That's nice. Of course, the mouth explosion of all of the typical Jack Daniels notes. You got the cherries, you got the bananas, you got the uh, apricots, you got the nuts coming through. And on that chew, it just opens up. I'm getting the butterscotch, real creamy mouthfeel. Oak is very apparent and obvious in it. I'm getting some cinnamon, some black pepper. Nothing too overwhelming on that. The rye is not high. It's very low rye. I think it's at 8%. Oh, if you're like me and you like Jack Daniels products, which I do, that is definitely that is a good pour. I like it. I've heard a lot of conflicting ideas and thoughts on it, but I really like it. Of course, I'm a Jack Daniels fan, so I would expect to probably most likely like it. Um, I still like Old Number 7, even though everybody likes to crack on it. Yeah, folks, I'm going to tell you it now. That's going to hit a 4.25 out of 5. Mrs. Berdin, we love you. We're thinking of you. You're in our thoughts every day. Y'all, if you're not helping out, Whiskey Fights Cancer, get to Angry Mac. Please make a donation, help out. Let's help these folks in this time of need. Until then, Mr. Richard, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Cheers. And remember, I'm only here for a damn good Jack Daniels whiskey.